Here's the highest debuting song of the week and the very first hit song in this country for Shaun Cassidy. It's a remake of the old Crystals hit from 1963, the Do Run Run.
American Top 40.
Well, here now is the son of actress Shirley Jones and the late Jack Cassidy, half-brother of David Cassidy. This is his first American hit. He's already got a gold record in Australia. His name, Shaun. His song, The Do Run Run, at number 16 and moving up.
American Top 40.
Well, now we're up to the song by the rich kid whose parents didn't let him act like one. This is the story of teen idol Shaun Cassidy, the son of Shirley Jones and the late Jack Cassidy. In his sophomore year at Beverly Hills High School, Shaun announced that he wanted to drop out and concentrate on acting. But his mother and father had a better plan. They'd let him enroll in a private progressive school in Pennsylvania, about 2 hours from New York City, where the routine wasn't as restrictive as in public school. They paid the essentials, tuition, room and board, and books. And they gave their 15-year-old son a $25 a month allowance to cover everything else. That's $5.75 a week for movies, records, meals off campus, train fare to New York City where Shaun wanted to see all the Broadway shows he could, plus anything else a teenager wants to spend money on. Well, that budget, Shaun told us, was so tight that to save money, he even resorted to sneaking aboard the New York trains without paying. He'd hide in the restroom until the conductor had finished punching tickets, then he'd go out and nonchalantly find a seat. Now he says he's grateful to his parents for making him learn how to handle his money. He said, "A lot of people have made a lot of money very fast and then lost it. Suddenly, I am personally making a lot of money, but I'm not going to blow it all and end up broke." Quote and unquote from Shaun Cassidy, who has the song at number 8 this week, moving up a notch. That's rock and roll.
Well, I was 16 at sneaker school.
You know, last month I moonlighted for my DJ job here at American Top 40, went up the street to Universal Studios to work as an actor on the Hardy Boys and the Nancy Drew Mysteries. I played the part of an actor, working with Parker Stevenson and Pamela Sue Martin and Shaun Cassidy. The show is a 2-part mystery, with part 1 airing this weekend, October the 2nd, and part 2 airing next Sunday, October the 9th. I hope you'll watch me. I'm going to put a wrinkle in a raincoat, stick a cigar in my mouth, and do my impersonation of one of the most popular TV detectives of all time. That's this Sunday and next Sunday with the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew.
American Top 40.
I'm Mark Elliott, sitting in for Kasem. Incidentally, if you really miss Casey, you can see him all over the tube this week. Last Sunday, he was on the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew Mystery in part 1 of a 2-parter. And part 2 is this Sunday, October 9th. That's on ABC. And if you want more, tune in to Switch on CBS this Friday, October 14th, and watch Casey play a movie producer suspected of murder. And speaking of Casey acting on the Hardy Boys Nancy Drew Mysteries, the countdown continues with one of the stars of that series. Here's Shaun Cassidy moving up to number 5.
American Top 40.
This is Casey Kasem on American Top 40 in Hollywood. And now at number 19, I have the current hit song by the young actor whose primary job is to play a fictional character who, with his fictional brother, is the most popular teenager ever in American literature. More popular than J.D. Salinger's Holden Caulfield of Catcher in the Rye. And more popular than Mark Twain's Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. Beginning nearly 60 years ago, over 50 different books about the adventures of these two brothers have sold a combined total of 40 million copies. And there's such a demand for fresh stories about the boys that new books are published every year. The teenage super sleuths, Frank and Joe Hardy, the Hardy Boys, are the most read about characters in American literature. And from the printed page, they've branched out over the years to a radio series, an animated cartoon series, and a live-action television drama series. Well, the two young actors who play the Hardy Boys have made the teenage brothers as popular with teenage girls as they've been with boys. Frank is played by Parker Stevenson, and Joe by Shaun Cassidy, who combines his success as a singer to become the most popular teen idol in America today. His first 2 hits were both top 5 smashes. His third hit moves up 3 notches this week to number 19. Here is Shaun Cassidy and Hey Deanie.
American Top 40.
This is Kasem in Hollywood, and we're counting down the year's 100 most popular hits. This next artist does his main thing for maybe 20 million fans every Sunday night on television. His main thing is acting, not singing. But with that kind of following, his first single, Da Do Ron Ron, went to #1 last summer. And his second release peaked at #3 in October and wound up at number 70 for the year. Not bad for an actor. Here's Shaun Cassidy, and that's rock and roll.
Casey's Coast to